Hello friends, my name is Vikas Shinde. I am from VibrantMinds Technologies, and today we will talk about different aspects of recruitment, or how a fresher can get a job, or what is the company's recruitment process, and how a person who is a job seeker can get a job quickly or as soon as possible. Okay, so let's understand this situation and the current scenarios also. So nowadays what happens is companies recruit candidates majorly in two ways, that is the on-campus mode or off-campus mode. As you know, on-campus means in final year of graduation companies visit college campuses and they recruit candidates in good number. And in off-campus means candidates those who are passed out from the engineering colleges and searching for job, and companies those who are looking for immediate joiners and conducting open campus drive, or it is called as the off-campus drive for freshers. Now during off-campus drives, only pass-out candidates are eligible, or they can apply, and on-campus drives only candidates those who are in final year they are allowed. This is the generic scenario. Okay, now we will talk about how a person can get job quickly. Right now, let me tell you one thing. If you want to get a job quickly, then what you need to do is basically you need to understand how companies recruit, how they filter candidates, how they select candidates, how they reject candidates, what are the recruitment processes and different techniques they follow. Right, so generally we will try to understand first thing about the recruitment process. Now what is the recruitment process? Recruitment process of a particular IT company, if you will check, then it is basically consist of 4 rounds. Okay, now what are those 4 rounds? Aptitude, group discussion, technical interview, HR interview. These are the 4 rounds which generally these companies conduct, or most of the IT companies. Now let's understand why aptitude test. Right now, aptitude test, generally companies conduct aptitude tests in freshers recruitment drives, maybe on campus drives or off campus drives, because they want to filter out the candidates through a particular process. Now aptitude test is a consist of different problem statement which you need to solve a set of problems in a particular given time, so that can check your analytical skills, your speed, your thinking, all those things, your knowledge also, and your problem solving attitude. Lot of things are there which can be checked through a aptitude test, and that's why companies conduct aptitude test to filter out candidates from a given pool of candidates. Because in most of the cases we have seen, for a particular drive there are thousands of candidates or hundreds of candidates may apply. In on-campus drives that number may be less, but it depends on the situation. So that's why, and it is really impossible to conduct face-to-face round of hundreds of candidates by any company. Right, that's why aptitude tests are helpful to companies to shortlist or filter candidates according to their requirement. Now every company needs different type of candidates, right? So they set their expectation and accordingly they set their aptitude test patterns also. So different patterns are there. Few of them add more mathematical problems, few of them add more English oriented problems, and a lot of things are there. Right, so what you need to do is you need to do practice and practice. Right, try to solve the different problem statements, different type of problems from an aptitude point of view, and all topics you need to cover. At least 10-20 questions of each topic. If you will solve, you will get that idea that what kind of questions can be asked, and if you have gone through that type of questions at least, or a relevant question, then it will be easy for you while appearing for the aptitude test to crack or to answer the questions. Right, now let's understand second. What is the second round? It is group discussion. Now why group discussion? Right, we need to understand that first. Group discussions, because companies are looking for a talented candidates, or candidates those who can manage clients, those who can deal with the client, those who can perform well, those who can manage teams, if required they can collaborate or the coordinate between different teams. A lot of things are there: people management skill, presentation skills, confidence, communication skills, all those things are required, right? So group discussion is a powerful medium or a process through which a company can get better candidates, right? Now group discussion helps companies to identify candidates different characteristics, or like I'll give an example, like presentation skill, communication skills, their way of thinking, their attitude, their team management or people management skill, because people when talk in a group you can understand that their point of views, their current knowledge and lot of things, right? So group discussion is another powerful medium through which candidates are being filtered by different companies. Now third round, yes, prior to that I'd like to tell that for group discussion English communication is important, and most of the cases English because is important because many IT companies or most of the IT companies they use English as one of the language for communication, or most of the times English is the option while communicating with the different clients outside India or maybe in different companies. So that's why English is a preferred language, or it is used by various companies. So that's why you need to learn English, you need to have very good command on English, right? Now let's go to third point. So what is the third number point in recruitment process? Third process is technical interviews. Now after filtering candidates, those who are not logical, they are out. Those who are not having good communication, presentation skills or the people management skill and those things, then they are out. Now what is left is the technical aspect. Now this is very important because ultimately you need to do a technical job over there. If you are appearing for an IT company, or most of the cases it is for a technical role, so in that case companies will conduct a technical interview, right? Now during this technical interview, if they are hiring from on-campus drives, they know that you are a fresher, right? And you might have learned few technologies, or you may be aware about the few technologies. They don't expect that you need to be very expert, but they expect that you should have clear understanding or a basic understanding about the technology, any technology. It can be C++, Java, data science, machine learning, algorithms, whatever it is, data structures, right? So whatever you know well, put it over there in resume, or you can mention it in a technical interviews. Now generally technical interviews are conducted by the technical people. Now technical people, they don't go for that much, I mean like they don't go, or they don't check that much behavioral skills, but they do check they do check technical skills, right? Now technical skills, whatever you have written in the resume, that's why resume writing is important. I must tell you that whatever you will put it in resume, that is going to help you in technical and HR interviews. So be accurate, be specific, and highlight those points where you are strong. So if you have, for example, if you have highlighted a project, then maybe your technical interview can happen only on a project majority times. And of course each and every company is having their own set of preferences, and accordingly they conduct the technical interviews, right? So you need to prepare, but keep it in mind that you need to be expert or strong in at least one technology, right? In off campuses, of course there may be a high competition, and again same technical, but in off campuses companies expect a little bit more as compared to on campus drives from a candidate, right? So that's why if you are appearing for or if you are a pass out candidate, then you must have expertise in at least one technology, right? Now the fourth round, that is the HR interview. Now generally HR interviews are like final, and almost if you have cracked aptitude, group discussion, technical, then there are less chances that you may get in rejected in HR interview, but there are chances, right? Depends on situation. Now what I want to tell you is whatever you have mentioned in the resume is a basic or the foundation to start that interview, right? So your resume plays a very vital role in HR interviews. Now what you need to do is you need to understand one thing, that while preparing your resume, please be specific. Do not mention lot of technologies, lot of things which are not very relevant to you, or you, like for example, just I'll give an example. You may put hobbies. Okay, so hobbies like listening music, this is very generic, I have seen in a lot of resumes. But when people ask means when they mention in a resume that my hobby is listening music, now HR may ask you, okay, tell me 5 best directors, music directors which you know, or your favorite 5 music directors, or your favorite singer, or which songs do you like, best 5 top songs of this year, and lot of things, n number of questions can be asked, right? So instead of that, I would like to suggest you that, like, you can mention that suppose if you are a dancer, mention it as a dancer, or if you are a, for example, painter, mention that as painter, cooking, something like that, which is little bit specific and you are confident, or which is your actual hobby, right? But don't go for like reading newspapers and very generic things, right? Or listening music. This is very vast area, and any type of question can be asked, and there is no limit, and you may caught in between if you are not really having that kind of hobby. Why I am saying like this? Because most of the time I've seen that people mention hobbies, and actually those are not their own hobbies, they just copy paste or something like that. So please be serious. Achievements, your extracurricular activities, your hobbies, your strength, weakness, whole resume format, everything needs to be very clear and simple, right? So we talked about the 4 processes, that is aptitude test, group discussion, technical interview, HR interview. Now this is a generic process conducted by different IT companies. Now depending on the company to company, there are variations. For example, few companies may conduct basically programming test on system, okay, and then technical interview. Few companies may conduct a group discussion as well as essay writing to check your writing skills also, okay. Few companies depending on situation, they may ask you to do a real-time assignment or a project, and depends on the situation. So what you need to do is you need to prepare for at least basic for these 4 rounds, and which are common in all recruitment drives. And then if you'll prepare for these 4 rounds, then it will be easy for you to get a job quickly, because getting a job is cracking this level or the filtration process, going through this filtration process. If you do practice well, aptitude practice, communication practice, technology, programming, or technical related topics, and of course HR interviews, there is set of typical questions which are being asked. So you need to do lot of practice, and practice is going to help you, right? So thank you so much guys, best of luck for your job hunt process, and I wish you a very bright future ahead, right? Thank you so much. Follow us up on Facebook, that is VibrantMinds Tech, and please keep visiting www.vibrantmindstech.com for fresher jobs and placement and training and related to freshers only. Yep. Thank you so much.